What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you roll. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
They'll run the option. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Tigers with the 1st and 10.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in. And they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Tempo and overdrive. They'll run the option. Finding open areas. Turning on the Jets. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
To the air, it's Stockton. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the tight end. The option look. Give to the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Lining up to convert third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Goes to the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill. Went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss. Forcing the fourth down.
Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw at Stockton. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Kick is in the air. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Auburn lines up quickly.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Punt is in the air. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And if feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Gets the back moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he found a space on the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up 14 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. On the option. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Grab behind the line. It's Howard. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Pulls and fired complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Receiver comes in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steep... Oh, he's got some space. He's loose. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And some room to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle set up for him.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the minute.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Auburn lines up quickly. Now on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. There's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle, it's Coleman. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. On the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. On the ground, it's Cobb. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. enough time to get one more snap before the half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Looking for a crease. It's Frazier. Nice move to keep running. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Hold and finds his man on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So here comes the Auburn offense. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Wide open spaces. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Branch. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Direct snap. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Georgia sends out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. The screen, he's got wheels. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner or Champ Bailey or Keely Ringo and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let... checked out. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Scrambling away. Going right and going deep. It's caught. They want a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that,
There he goes! He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Nice grab in traffic. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
All revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Branch. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Tigers in the hurry up.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They'll run it from the gun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing it.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They want to run this quarterback. It's a seam wide open. It's a running room. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
Get set.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the RPO, complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The Tigers extend that lead, and in the Deep South's oldest rivalry, looks as if the Dogs are in deep trouble.
Yeah, and this is a great sign for Auburn fans who've had to hear it for a while. Georgia's dominated this series of late. Auburn dominating today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Going up top. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver, getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. To the 15. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Here comes the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
And, man, that's tough. As a defense, you're celebrating your offense. We're about to go take the lead. We're about to go win this game late in the 4th quarter, and then they force the turnover. Now we got to go make them look good. Get off the sideline, change your mindset, go make a play, get the ball back to your offense.
He'll start this drive going to the air. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, one pothole after another. They're trailing by 35 to UCLA. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
The Tigers inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.